Hey guys, this is John with Fit 1440, and I want to welcome you to the first video cast of the Fit 1440 blog. And this is The Fit Traveler is the title of the blog. And what really inspired me to do this blog and to really put together the company Fit 1440 is 15 years of extensive travel. We're talking 3 or 4 days a week with a real passion for staying fit. And that's a difficult thing to do when you're on the road. And you know, there's plenty of challenges already in living a fit lifestyle for anybody. When you add traveling 3 or 4 days a week in hotels, on airplanes, eating out all the time, there's just that many more additional challenges. And so that's where Fit 1440 stemmed from, and that's what my weekly blog will be covering, and hopefully giving some travel tips and some inspiration to you travelers out there that desire to live a fit and healthy lifestyle and just need to get in a routine, need to get those tricks down to figure out what to do. So the title of our first session is The Business Traveler versus a Fit Lifestyle, or I should say business travel versus fit lifestyle. And those two things can really contrast each other and can really play opposing roles. And I want to just go back to my very first business trip, and it was in January, February of 2001. Now, I want to paint a picture that I was about 23 years old, and I was fresh out of college. It's my first job, and I played college football, and I just stopped playing that previous October or November was our last game. So I'm about 3 months removed from college football. I'm in prime shape of my life. I don't know anything about a professional career. I don't know much about business travel. It had never really crossed my mind. I just hired on with a company. They bought me a plane ticket and sent me on a trip, and I just thought that was the coolest thing, just that somebody's sending me on an airplane. I remember getting on that airplane. I don't remember anything about the trip. Well, I don't remember where I went. I don't remember anything. What I do remember is the guy next to me asked the flight attendant for a seatbelt extender. And I thought to myself, what in the world is a seatbelt extender, and what's that all about? When they brought the seatbelt extender, I realized what it was for, and I really at that time started evaluating my surroundings. And I realized that I'm surrounded by business travelers. They're all around me. They are salespeople, they are lawyers, they are consultants, whoever they are. It was very obvious that they were business travelers. And as I went through this flight and really started to evaluate their actions, I realized that a fit lifestyle was not something that was important to them, or I didn't think it was important to them at the time. I also realized that they seemed very worn down. They seemed very low energy. Now keep in mind, all these people were between probably 35 years old and 55 years old, maybe 65, and just people that should have good energy. And they were just worn down. They were, you could tell that they were just tired of this lifestyle. Meanwhile, I'm 23, I'm full of energy. And I realized that there had to be some correlation there with, you know, they were eating McDonald's for breakfast, and they were, you know, just all of these things that I could tell didn't really fit the mold of a fit and healthy lifestyle. And it was at that moment that I made a commitment to myself. You know what, right now I'm in the prime shape of my life. I'm working out 5 days a week. I could very easily fall into the habits of most business travelers and let this get the best of me, but I'm not going to let that happen. So I committed to myself very early on to make fitness an important part of my life and my especially as a business traveler. And so I started paying attention to what are all the additional challenges out there for business travelers, and how can I overcome these? And as I went on, I realized that in my first impressions of this airplane full of business travelers, what I thought was fitness not being important to them and health not being important to them, I realized that that wasn't the case. That really health and fitness was important to them, just like it's important to everybody. But the additional challenges of business travel really were enough to overcome enough to take over anything of importance when it came to health and fitness. And so while it was very important to them, there was just too many challenges, and they just didn't have it in them to overcome those. So I just really started putting together some tricks of the trade of how to overcome these additional challenges for business travelers, what to pack in your suitcase, rules and boundaries to put on eating when you eat every meal out, snacks that you should always have with you at all times, because an airport's not always going to have the best options, or a hotel lobby is not always going to have the best options, so you got to have some snacks with you. And just additional things to pack into your suitcase that can help you overcome those challenges. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing through this blog and this video cast of things that we can be doing together as a business traveling community to really help each other. After about 15 or 16 years of intense business travel, it became very, very apparent that this is a big need. Just as I got to know people and travel with people, them asking me for advice and recommendations on what hotels to stay at, what workout programs to use while they were in the hotels, what gyms to visit while they were out on the road, just all of those things. So that's what we'll be sharing, and I hope that you'll watch us on this video blog. I also hope you'll follow the real blog on our website. You can go to fit1440.com. You'll see the little page up top for the blog. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter at fit1440, and send me ideas that you have. You're going to have some additional tricks and tips that I don't currently have that I would love to be able to share with our community. So you can email those to me at john@fit1440.com. And I hope that as a community and as people all sharing the same goal, that we can really help all the business travelers out there stay fit and stay healthy, because we know that the more healthy we feel, the more fit we are, the more exercise that we get, the better we eat. We have that much more energy, and we can be very, very productive, and it can really begin to stimulate our careers. And you'll notice a huge difference. So continue to follow us, shoot me a note. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks for your time.